Hiya folks, JD here, and today we're going to be taking the Syma Z3 back up. I was really impressed with this little guy. So today we've got a sustained 2.5 mile an hour breeze, and I thought I'd take this back up to see exactly how that optical flow sensor is going to work when it has some breeze attached to it. So yeah, so far all I've done is I've calibrated the gyro, take her up, and I've just held her there, and that's quite literally it. She is altering her altitude, that's the pressure sensor, the barometer, reading the air and altering accordingly. And then you've got the optical flow sensor there, which is reading her position and then hopefully holding her accordingly. Now, as you can see, she's feathering a little bit. I'm going to give her a bit more height. Maybe that'll give her a wider area to read and therefore lock her in a little bit better, which it seems to have done. I've got to say that this particular quad, I'm trying not to get my shadow in the bottom here where she's reading. I got to say that I'm very impressed with this quad. I really am. I mean, there's a lot of quads out there, a lot of very cheap ones that just do not cut it, in my opinion. And there are some other ones which try and fail, but this one really does do a remarkable job in just trying to be a good all-rounder for a cheap price. And I really appreciate that. And I mean, we've seen load of Syma quads out here over the past couple of years, and we've had maybe one or two which are bad, and I've sent a few back. I sent those two back, in fact, and or one back. Which one was it? I think it was the X25. And oh, this was struggling a little bit. It's in speed mode 2, which is its highest speed mode, but it is struggling a bit against this breeze. What I'm trying not to do, if you think this is a weird angle I'm flying today, I'm trying not to get that sun on this lens, because it will not make for a good viewing experience for you, because this sun is extremely bright today. Proper winter sun, low, very bright, and actually quite warm as well. Right. And yeah, so I've had to send those Symas back, as I was saying, and I kind of felt as if Syma had kind of lost it a bit, and they weren't really, you know, putting their weight like they used to. In my opinion, they used to be a real contender for the toy grade quadcopter market, and then I kind of forgot about them for a while, didn't do anything with them for a fair few months since last year, and then I saw this and I thought, you know what, for 40, I think it was 42, 43 pound, I'm going to give it a shot, and if it's a lemon, it's a lemon for 42, 43 pound. And I was staggered at just how good this is for the little amount of money that you're going to pay for it. Really staggered. I mean, what really grabs my attention with this is, okay, you've got a folding quad, so it takes up less space in your bag. You've got yourself a quadcopter with optical flow, you've got it with altitude hold, you've got it with a 720p camera, which in fact, as toy grade quadcopter cameras go, this isn't terrible. You know, there are a couple of things I'd like to change, like those landing sprigs. Now, as I look underneath her, those little foam landing sprigs are useless. But then again, I fly on grass, so you know, it's not really going to impact me. But anybody flying over tarmac, or if I was to go back up to the place I used to fly, ooh, bit of struggle, but it's still managing to get through. Go on there, little Syma. If you do land it repeatedly on concrete, you may see that the bottom will start to rip away. But yeah, I was just staggered, and all week I've been thinking about this little guy since I filmed it, and I thought, you know what, I just really want to take her back up and see exactly how she does again. I really like it. I really like it. It's nimble, it's quick, it's not great in breeze, but at the same time, it's got an optical flow sensor that reads at height. You know, and there's not a lot of quads that do that. There was one last year, a TKKJ, that I flew, and the optical flow sensor cut out at about, well, probably at about that height, about 5 or 10 meters. I mean, I'm not really enjoying going to take her up too high, because I don't want to get her up too high and the breeze just takes her off. But as you can see, every time I move her higher, the optical flow sensor just reads. You know, again, I think that is remarkable for a toy grade quadcopter. You watch it unlock now and fly away. For a toy grade quadcopter, I am astounded at how well that works. I really am. And if you're not either, well, if you're not, then I'm shocked, because quite honestly, look at that. Okay, it's starting to get a little bit dicey up there now. Let's bring her down. But even the descent, there's not a lot of movement in the descent. Okay, as I say, it's only a 2 mile an hour breeze, but at the same time, that's enough. As anybody who's flown at height knows, the higher you go, the worse that breeze gets. And here we go again, 2 mile an hour, and it's still, you know, it cuts through. You know, it does a very, very good job. This little guy does a very, very good job. And I'm very, very shocked at how well this works. And there looks to be a dog walker coming up, so I'm going to be moving this. I don't know if I can lower it because of the dog going for it. I'm going to try to, but I got to land it until the human passes. All right then, folks, we are back. Sorry about that, but people that have watched my videos for a long time will know I don't fly around people. So as soon as I see them in the field, I down my quad and I've got to leave it then. So for you, that was probably just one transition's worth, probably 0.1 seconds worth of video. So that's good. Right, so let's get it back up and let's see. So where were we? We were looking at this particular quad, weren't we? And I stopped the screen from recording. We still got that 2 mile an hour breeze, and it actually seems to be getting a bit more fierce since I haven't flown. It's been about a quarter of an hour, 20 minutes for me, and yeah, so far I cannot say enough good things about this quad. Okay, it's not going to tick everybody's boxes, you know, and that's the way it goes. You know, different quads mean different things to different people, and you know, you can fly them and it's your impressions, isn't it? That's what it comes down to. And I think with this particular one, this is just ticking the boxes. This really is. I mean, even though we've got this wind bearing down on her, she's still locking up, you know, and she's still maintaining her altitude the best as she can and her position the best as she can, and that is, you know, all that you can ask for. That's all I can ask for in a quad, is that it flies well and actually holds itself when you have optical flow. But this wind, look, I'm flat down in speed mode 2, flat down on the hammer. Oh, those battery lights are flashing. So I'll tell you what, folks, we're going to call that a day by the look of it. Let's get her back. And even though optical flow really doesn't work that well on different colours, I really want to see how this one does. Come on, you. Oh, this wind is picking up. This wind is picking up, but she's still managing to get through it very slowly. Come on, I think. No, it's gusted a little bit. Come on. Yeah, here she comes. Here she comes. You're not going to stop us. Come on, a little bit further, and then we'll put you to bed. This sun is incredibly... Oh, look at that. Perfect. Let's bring her down. 1 key landing, and we landed. There we are. Z3. Not the most powerful, as you can see, but you know what? On a nice summer's day, this thing is really going to be a screamer. And I'm going to bring her back out in the summer and see exactly how she does. I'm very impressed with her, though. I really am. I think she's a lovely quad, and I honestly can't wait to take her back up. And I hope you've enjoyed it too, my friends. This has been the revisit. If you want to see the first flight, then you'll find that in the description. Thanks ever so much for watching and listening. I've been JD. You've been fantastic as always. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. Hello and welcome to all the new subscribers. I hope you're enjoying the channel. So until next time, my friends, happy flying.